I am going to guess that you've clicked on this video because you remember Black and White. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Not only that, I'm sure you're a big fan of city builders and enjoy combat games, RTSs, things like Age of Empires 4, or perhaps that upcoming Age of Mythology. Yeah, I'm really excited for that and many other games, but I've got to say there's never been a game quite like Black and White until more recently. Of course, since then we got Black and White 2, and then another game known as Spore, which I felt really was similar in a lot of ways, and then we got the Universum, playing a deity on a planet and converting all the people to one belief and then moving out to all sorts of different planets, hence the name. Well, this is Fata Deum, and this game has a demo that I've been trying to showcase for maybe 1 or 2 years. This game has been around for a while and is eventually being released here, and it's one that I really want to see survive and thrive, a genre and a game, because it's also being published by Hooded Horse, the same folks who are publishing Manor Lords and many other great city builders. If you take a look at their library, they're taking a big, I wouldn't say risk, but really investing in some very interesting city builders. I'm going to be completely honest, everything from absolute realism to crazy roguelite city builders, like for example Against the Storm. But don't take my word for it. Jump on Steam, read those reviews. A lot of people have been enjoying a release after release after release from Hooded Horse, and I hope this one will be yet another banger. Now, this developer has been working on this game, Fata Deum, for quite some time, and if you're a big fan of maybe games like, for example, The Settlers or their new sequel known as Pioneers of Pagonia, a lot of the buildings and the art style here will look a little similar to that, but of course it has its own style and works in its very own way. Well, welcome aboard again, and thank you very much for subscribing. And I wanted to say thank you for all the likes and just awesome comments. It's been so fun to reply to them over the last few days as everybody's been excited about all the games that were free on Steam for the Steam Next Fest. So, without further ado, let's jump into our first look at Fata Deum. Let's go. And here we are in the beautiful lands of what soon will be all of Raptoria. It's a gorgeous map, by the way. I think maybe it's the same every time that you play for the demo, and we've got our helpful little imp down here that'll teach us how to play. But before we do that, I'm going to pause so you're going to see the saturation kind of get a little bit more dull here. Yeah, notice how it looks black and white. Oh, it's almost like a reference. Anyway, I wanted to explain some things in my own words before we go forward. First of all, I love how the settlement looks in the game, and this is where a lot of our people will be found, whom we will then kind of convert to our religion. Now, the typical thing we've got is all the things you'd imagine, food and resources, things like wood and coal, iron, that type of thing, and then also productivity for our workers, which is important to us because we need to keep these folks motivated, and they look pretty darn good too. So we'll have random people like, I don't know, becoming lumberjacks and soldiers and or guards or whatever, and they'll do their thing. And that's a good thing because we want everybody doing whatever they can so we can defeat the other gods out there who are jealous of us wherever they are in their lands. If we take a look at the map screen, they won't let me because we're in the tutorial. Well, anyway, you can see a whole big layout of the map where it'll show you where the other gods have settled and what they're up to. But here, this is our little piece of the island, I suppose, our little town, and eventually more houses will be built, the more people that we recruit, and then they'll, you know, live happy lives, and we can always be, of course, deceitful to them, or vengeful, or we can be helpful and inspiring and motivate them. We're going to start with some folks here if we can, and I'll try to loosely follow the tutorial just to kind of get some things done and do whatever they say. But we're going to inspire some folks. Yes, we're spreading love, so that way people know that we really care about them, and that woodcutter there will be chopping down some trees ASAP. That'll give us some more mana power, and that's our main goal, that is to get the most followers. And to do that, we need mana. So the more mana that we generate, the more powerful we become and the more people we can recruit. Now, this demo is only limited to 12 days, so there's about maybe, I don't know, what feels to be like 8 to 10 minutes for each day, and so they can go by rather quickly because we can speed through the night and start each morning really, really fast, as our people will sleep during the night. Now, they automatically will set up buildings around for whatever their purposes are, for housing and for logging, but there's some things we can do to influence them and have them build particular things as well. So we're going to skip through what our imp has to say, but there is a good amount of tutorial here because this game is quite different. Don't go into this thinking that it is a simple city builder like Banished or Manor Lords or Settlers or Pioneers of Pagonia. It certainly looks that way, and a lot of things do work the same, but if you haven't played Black and White before, or Universum or other things like that, it's kind of more of you're nudging people. Think of yourself as kind of more of a manager. You're not going to be able to jump into the pits and do work with these people yourselves. You won't be able to go into a first or third person mode and like chop down trees just yet anyway, but you can definitely influence people to do certain things and try to keep them happy in their daily lives, which makes them want to work more. So yeah, Cannot collect, etc., etc. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of things here. We're going to try to convert some of these folks by doing what we can. Also, the tutorial is going to try to get us to do whatever it wants. Let's see. Hover over the mortal or building you want to get, and left click. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to check out the map now. There we go. They unlocked the world map for us. So I think we're down here on this little island that's connected via some sandbars. And then there's these other villages that we can eventually convert to. So the goal is to kind of like, in a way, spread our territory. Not by building more, but by kind of already taking over what exists. But it can be built up too. So kind of a neat way to not necessarily be a, you know, like a mayor or a governor, but we're a god. We're more powerful than that. So we'll kind of command all the villages, not just one. Eventually. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our next step. They're telling us everything from how to move the camera to exactly how we'll be commanding our people and or what will be... Oh, here we have a non-believer here. There's one. Okay, what are we going to do to this guy? Hover over him. Ah, yeah, so we could be mean and we can infuse fear or we can spread love. I think we'll use fear just to kind of showcase it a little bit, just to see what it does. This guy is terrified of us now, but we don't want to be too mean. We want to definitely keep our people happy, healthy, motivated, and locked in. Now, there's other gods out there, too, that'll use different tactics against us. They'll be violent or deceitful or use fertility in order to try to spread the word of their religion, too. So there's a lot of different ways that we'll kind of try to take their followers, and they'll try to take ours. So let's look around the island a little bit. There's going to be some cool stuff around here for us to find. I think the next thing is that they'll show us where some relics are, and they want us to go take those. Oh, look at that. Preserve ancient relic. What's all the way over there? Whoa, that is a long way away to find a relic. There's one. Yeah, so there's these relics all over, and we want to definitely kind of preserve these. So we're going to go ahead and we can also extinct that, destroy it, so the other gods can't use it. But this will generate mana for us. And yeah, perfect. Let's get back to our settlement then. Can we click on it? It's vibrating like crazy. Now let's just go this way via the map menu. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, now we're generating more mana. I think there's probably some more of these things down on the beach somewhere. They've got to be pretty much everywhere they're to be found. I think that was maybe the furthest one away they could have ever given us. But yeah, there's certainly a lot more around. We just got to find them. So, all right. What's our next thing then? We need to make the wonder godly fist. Ah, yeah. Okay, so somebody's misbehaving a little bit. Or we can inspire them in other ways, let's say. So let's click on this... person here and just kind of let him know, hey, you know, hey, pal, get bopped. He's talking a little smack about us or something, but now he's a believer, that's for sure. So you can smack him around a little bit, you can inspire them, you can instill fear, a little bit of everything, I guess. Okay, let's see what we're going to do next. Back to the map screen. We're just going to kind of wait until they've kind of gotten the training wheels off. It'll happen for just a little bit, but we do want to collect some of our mana here through prayer. And we want to give somebody a little nudge, whoever that may be. Let's see. Well, they want us to pick a particular person. And we are now a level 1 god. Yeah, the more we do this, the more things we can level up with. So we can use the mastery of inspiration or power. But then we can also learn the basics of construction. So good stuff. Let's go ahead and inspire our people to build. That's going to be a good thing. Oh, they want me to do this instead. The mastery of power. Come on, I want to build stuff, pal. All right, there it is. Now, I'm not sure if the tutorial can be turned off. I did try to look for options for that. It might require you first to build and complete your first mission, you know, your first game, but I didn't want to actually do that because some of the things that the tutorial brings up are pretty valid and pretty helpful, too, from time to time. So this is who we're looking for right here. Now we're going to be using that godly fist, I suppose, to get a little smacky smack going. Oh, we got to wait. There we go. Got on pause. Pop. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. All right, they're fine. You did it. Awesome. Right. Now they've given a little bit more money. There's many ways to, you know, get resources too. It's kind of a form of like taxation that way. And deadline will be reached in 11.7. So we got, yeah, just a few days remaining. So there's our mana pool over there. We can reach a maximum, I believe, of 100. There's other things here like yin and yang, which is definitely something that, well, if you think about it, black and white, right? That's why they kind of named it that way, good and evil. They could have called it that, and I think they, that name probably was taken. So anyway, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else we can find around here. Also, we can find resources from time to time, too, like there'll be areas of fertile ground where our people can you know, basically build a farm if they want to. And there's also deposits for iron and other resources that can then just be extracted nearby the town. And maybe some resources pop up over time too. So I'm just looking around to see if there's any others around. We got quite a bit of mana. I want to try to spend that, more like invest that into our population. So definitely a great idea. This would be a great idea for a... oh, there we go. Look at a little follower. Hi there. Now let's sit you back at the village. I'm giving you a ride home. But yeah, imagine playing this multiplayer. I think this would be an outstanding multiplayer game. Oh, wait a minute. You again? Aren't you supposed to... Hold on a second. Let me inspire this guy. There we go. Spread love. Ruri has been a little bit of a pain. Okay, how can I get this guy home? Maybe back to the village there. Let's drop you off here. At the village center. The regular controls aren't working. I can't let you go. I like how I have a headlight on my fist, too, like I can drive around at night. This is something out of Godzilla. I mean, not Godzilla. King Kong. Although, every time I think of King Kong now, I think of King Kong versus Godzilla. Which is, I guess, appropriate. I mean, you know, we're part Godzilla, I suppose. And also a little bit King Kong right now. So, let's see what else we can do. Preserve ancient relics. Godly fist. Yeah, let's see if we can drop you. Come on, I'm trying to give you to somebody else. Drop you off somewhere. Maybe at a house down here. Or maybe the windmill. Maybe that's where they were trying to go. Jeez, I'm like a godly Uber. I don't know why I won't let me let them go, but let's check out what's going on over there. An ongoing wonder. Now, I believe this is also where we are. This is kind of like, ooh, look at that, pretty. This is essentially like the Wizard of Oz. Like this is the that orb in Oz with the, yeah, this is like our house. And this is kind of like what's preserving us, so kind of neat that way. All right, we can skip our night then. So everybody's dreaming, except for the... Oh, good. She finally went home. All right. Let's have a look. What do you want to have a look at? Select the main building of the settlement. Okay. Can control the main behavior of a settlement from its building. Ah, good. So we tell our people what we want them to do. So we can have them go farming. Or we can give them free will. I think we want them to... yeah, maybe farm and do food, I suppose. We can actually give orders that way. Look at the other dream bubbles. Ah, it lets us know their inspirations and the things that they want to do. Looks like they're praying too. Let's see, are there other bubbles all around here? Oh, look at that. Some of them want to build a barracks, build shacks, plan residences. So we're putting these thoughts into our people's houses. This is what I was looking for, actually, was the ability to build certain things in the town, but when our people are a little bit more ready for it. So we can increase fertility. We could build a school. Probably be a good thing too. Let's build a school then. Right there, I suppose. And let's build a... what do we got here? Good opportunity to maybe build a... oh, we could cut down some trees. I can't build a logging camp, though, but what if we raise trees? Does that mean... hold on, let's see. Oh, we have an option to build a quarry. Depends on where we click precisely. Some trees to chop them down. Okay. Let's go ahead and do just that. Yeah, we got some more godly powers coming our way. And I would like to continue to chop down trees here. And we're going to need a lot of materials because we're going to build, baby, build. So we're given orders now to cut down a lot of trees. We've already got a farm. So we've got a farm and a little town there. Got the ability to delete that farm if we want to. I wouldn't want to do that, of course. So looks like we got a lot of stuff going. Ah, we can now build a woodcutter there. That's a much better idea. Let's go with that. And now they're building a little fountain down there. We'll build a quarry as soon as we can. And we can bulldoze that area if we want to. But we could also build another woodcutter. And that seems to be our biggest bottleneck now is wood. So that should be all good with me. Let's see. The manipulation increased fertility must be performed on a target in the town. Which is the town itself. So let's go ahead and use fertility. Might be at the bottom for us. Godly fist. Free will for now. Let's see what else we can do. Increase comfiness. Godly fist, spread love. Inspire. We have the ability to heal. Also fall in love, which I guess in a way would increase fertility, wouldn't it? And create wood and a few other options there in the town. I wonder if we can rename our towns. I didn't see an option for that either, but kind of cool that we can then start with that settlement and then expand. So we probably would go for this town over here next. There's somebody over there. Who is here? I am here. Oh, that's where literally me. Oh. I thought it was someone like calling for help. Ooh, look at what's going on over here. Okay, we're going to need to yeah, as we get further away from our town, things are going to cost a little bit more in terms of resources. So obviously we need to build up a very strong home base in order to do that. And then of course we can switch between all the towns and see who's who. So for example, this god here, his main town is right there. And this one must be the fertility town. Look at that going on. Whoa. Fertility town is working overtime. Can't do anything really there. Can kind of mess with them a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. But yes, indeed, that is probably the town we want to take over the first expansion right there. Aceris. So that's probably what we want to go next to. I think they make monitors. Anyway, let's go back home and see if we can continue on with what they want us to do. So the manipulation, increased fertility must be performed on target. So I know there's not really many people in the town. And, oh wow, I love that, how they say chillin'. She's just chillin'. That's funny. I don't know if that's an actual, like, common thing or what. Reduced mana cost due to many believers in this settlement. No actions. Prevent these mortals from doing something stupid. Yeah, definitely don't do any. Don't do anything stupid. All right, good. Okay, well, we're pretty low on mana now. We might be able to go find some more of those. Oh, look at that! There was one right there. They didn't tell us about that before. They wanted us to go all the way to the other side of the map to build one, but no need. There's one right there, so that's good. Okay. And, oh, is this our level 2? Yeah, we're level 2 now. Level 2 manipulator. Now, here we are. We're level 10. Violence is level 8, and deceit is level 7. Oh, I thought fertility was in here for sure. There's, I think, 4 different gods you could play as, too. And then our workload is balanced, so we know we got enough workers. Graves and average energy. Very nice stuff. And then, of course, we got our yin-yang and mana down there. And the clock. Press backspace to skip night. Let's do that, then. We'll have to wait until the next day to see if we can get some more points generated. Get everybody up and moving. Very nice. All right, ongoing manipulations over there. And, of course, we got our things that are going to be built over here. So it's going to be a busy day. I can already hear, like, some work going on. I thought I could. All right, so we have Empower, Godly Fist, Divert. They want us to increase fertility, and that might be from the actual town itself. We might be able to do that later. It is an option at some of the other towns for us. So pretty soon we'll get enough points, I think, to preserve this. No, we can do it now. Perfect. That'll increase our mana. So we definitely want to look for those. Upgrade Mastery of Exploration or Inspiration. Let's go with that. And that'll be perfect. Beautiful. Oh, good. He's getting off our back a little bit. All right, select Immortal. And they want us to boost productivity. So we can inspire, I suppose, to do that if we want to. There we go. I'm always picking on Ruri. Every time. Okay. Now let's see if we can do increase fertility. Ooh, we can also oppress. And we can also use that Godly Fist. The option will pop up. I think it's in a few different spots where we can use that, either on individuals or on like a townly basis. They keep wanting us to use that Godly Fist. I don't know why. But I do want to build a barracks next and see if perhaps we can attack the next town and send troops over there, which is... oh, you can already see the road. Very narrow road connecting both sides, which the other town is right there. That's where we want to go next. So we kind of just want to creep in there a little bit and just start spreading the word. You know, bird is the word. Okay, let's accept some more of these thingies. Target. Wonder and power. Let's give you more. Sweet. Okay, that's done. And now prayer for fertility. We'll have to find somebody to do that with. And spread love. Let's try to find another ancient ruin. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of them on the beach. Look at that. We must grow our power. Kind of cool how you can see the little wisp going around as to where we kind of are. I was pretty convinced, and I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that, like in black and white, you could make certain symbols and things would happen. That game was ahead of its time for having you do that with a mouse before you could do it with like a finger in a mobile game, or like doing it with a stylus in sort of, well, a Nintendo touchpad or even like a smart device or whatever. But like it was something where you'd make something along the lines of like, I don't know, the Bluetooth symbol, or like you'd make like an X with a circle around it. I don't know. They were geniuses. However they did that, even though it was an EA game, they were absolutely brilliant in how they came up with making you, well, you could do it. I think there were hotkeys and whatnot, but it was always cool to do it however you wanted. By doing it with the stroke of a mouse, it was more magical that way. What is this? Oh. That is a big boy. That's bigger than a whale. That looks like actually a dinosaur with the spine going up like that. Cool. What do we got over on this island? Anything else we can send over here? Any relics? Indeed, yep. We got a bunch of... we're out of charge for now, but yeah, we got lots of relics over here. So perfect. This island's littered with them, as it's got like a little castle there. Old school stuff going on. Very nice. All right. Yeah, the tutorial needs to chill. It's wanting us to do a few things that we've kind of either already done, or I've gone in a different direction, like just trying to get everybody boosted already. And we're now already teaching people at the school. We should have that logging camp ready to go as well. Yep. So plus 10 per worker. So we get fertility up. They'll be doing good stuff there. Look at all the goals we got going on. I guess the game just tries to guide us once we build something, like the best thing to do while going down that tier. So like, for example, if we build a school... a military camp, it'll kind of tell us that way as to like, here's the best way to do that. Here's the best way to take advantage of that building. Here's the best way to deploy troops and attack a town. That kind of thing. Alright. Wow, we're level 13. The enemy's not too far behind us, though. 10 and 9. That could change at any moment. So we'll see. But I love the look of the buildings here, and also looking at people's like motivation while they're inside, or things that they're doing. Obviously, this, of course, I say that so someone's going to glitch out and just be derpy in the wall. But you can actually see them going in and out of the buildings from time to time, and it's nice. And also, this is just a school, so you know, it's not like they're actually like doing anything interesting other than standing and pointing and writing things on a chalkboard or whatever they used. But the woodcutter is a little bit more interesting. There you go. And we got a couple people working there already. Beautiful. Let's keep people inspired. Let's keep looking for people we could possibly convert over to our religion. And we'll wait till night to give some more orders for taking over enemy towns. I wonder if we can convert somebody from here. It's at an extra cost because it's further away. But if we can get enough believers in this town, we're going to love them all to death. So there's a little increased fee for this, but we're generating a ton of mana because we've got those like little totem things up. Basic of making wonders or exploration. Let's go with that. And let's go with construction too. I want to start building stuff. Obviously it's a city builder. It's a farming game. It's a survival game too, because I think your people can possibly starve. Well, I guess if they start to starve, they'll start you know, praying to another god, and if nobody believes in you, then technically you've died, I guess. It's getting to be nighttime again, huh? I can hear a logging camp around their spot. What is that for? Area of flowers. I thought perhaps it could be for flax, something like that. Oh, look, are they coming on over? Hi, ma'am. Get spread love over here. Oh, look at that. All powerful. Oh, there's a lot of followers of us over here. Now, the enemy can take these back and make it harder for us to... There's many other tactics to be able to make it so somebody can't really just constantly keep converting people back. Otherwise, it's just kind of back and forth and not as fun. Let's go with our lower one there. Basics of warfare. There we go. Well, I was going to launch an attack on this town, but that would have taken a lot longer than just outright coming over here and just spreading love. Mandatory contractual love. That's right. Just like a Disney employee. All right, so that's going well. Now, I think everybody at our town is a pretty firm believer, too. Every once in a while, they'll slip, but you can always find somebody to convert. Okay, we're getting back to nighttime. Let's go ahead and skip that. So as you can imagine, with them giving us 12 long days to get everything built up, really, your first 3 or 4 days, you know, working on things in the game are just building your basic economy, your woodcutters, your farms if you don't have one, other things like that. Oh, look at that, 45 out of 40, beautiful. Gonna build that quarry too then. And we could listen to some more dreams. A plan woodcutter option is there. And bulldoze as well. Don't think there's much more we can do there, but definitely getting more wood would be important for eventually building a like a barracks. Okay. Oh yeah, we're missing one barracks. Yeah, we're going to work on that next. Already told us that too. And then increased fertility must be performed on the target. I keep thinking that's people, but it could also be for food, perhaps. But we definitely want both up. People equal food and food equal people. They need those things and they can produce those things if there's more of them. So it's a good thing. We have no graves, so nobody died so far. Well, good for me. Citizen count 14 out of 48 people also believe in us. So we can take over a particular number. Now, I think a lot of these things can be changed in the settings. So when you start your game, I guess technically we're starting on the default setting, and then you can always increase the AI's aggressiveness, which essentially just makes it you have less time to do things. And that could be a bad thing. Especially in this game. A lot of things are built on time. Choose your path. Let's go. Power, love, inspiration, making wonder. Let's go with the making love. And we'll go with manipulation. There we go. Alright, fall in love. Let's see what we can do for that. Get our population up that way. Let's have... I wonder if this will just automatically have them find a partner. Can be collected. Let's try this. Can you two... There's also an option in the Universum to do this as well. So these people may already be married, or we might not have enough something or other to do it. I think we do, though. Him's telling us more stuff. Hover over a tree and left click to collect wood. Oh, I tried that earlier. There we go. Oh, we can finally do this, too. So we can collect wood this way. And then we can drop it off. I think. Or it's just automatically collected. Now I want to store that in the town. There we go. So now we got some 10 wood there. Not a lot, but we certainly could use more. So we can spend our days doing logging. I was trying to do that earlier and thought perhaps they cut us off until later in the tutorial, which sometimes tutorials can be a little hindrance, but here it's totally fine. Just going to drop off more supply if I can. Let me try to drop it off at the logging camp over here. Let's see if we can try that instead. The woodcutter? No. Let us collect 25 wood. Okay. Well, we're spending a lot on that quarry. But we might be able to... Now we'll have to wait till night. Ask people over here to build for us. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Feeling inspired to build some stuff, it looks like. So now we kind of have 2 villages kind of under our control. It's very interesting. Like, we're not controlling a faction or a town. We're controlling individual people who then live in that town, who can then create a faction and join us. It's a little different way of looking at something that you've already kind of seen a few times before. These buildings are gorgeous, though. I love art style like this in games for medieval. I'm always seeing this too with the white walls, and then we've got like the blue roofs and some trim and stone. It's a pretty popular thing to see now. I don't know why. So classic. It just makes sense. All right, we're going to collect 25 wood. I can only carry so much myself. I think they just wanted me to collect that in total, not simultaneously in our storage. That's what it was. Okay. Godlike. Thanks, bro. Let's do something with our resources. You can deploy resources either at a settlement or at your own altar. Oh, really? Alright, didn't know we could do that. Your choice. Let's see, hold left mouse button while hovering. Not really doing what I wanted there, but whatever. Is this a... Yeah, we still have these logs. Hold left mouse button while hovering over the main building of a settlement to alter to deploy resources. It looks like it's trying to deploy there and then it takes it right back. It looked like it tried to put in their storage. I think I did. Well, it's not there anymore. Some of the things are just going to take a little bit more practice. I've only played one game of this game recently and then reinstalled it to where I have the tutorial again. And I know I've played Fata Deum a few times before in the past where the game did look a little more early, and not only the appearance, but the tutorial was much more confusing. It looks like there must have been some more work on making this as easy to control without going through like a single-player campaign. I think the best thing for Fata Deum to do would be to do of course, a campaign with very simple things to do for the first 6 to 8 missions, and then have like a, I don't know, 15 to 20 mission campaign just to get people to practice those skills and learn how to play the game through, like I do, hands-on learning just by doing and seeing what works and what doesn't, and then remembering those things, and then you know, deploying that into multiplayer or some cooperative stuff, you know, PV, well, like a comp stop, bro. Oh, look at that waterfall. That's pretty. Pretty. All right, we got a lot of things to do, and 10 days to do it, which is a lot of time, but not a lot of time, of course. Like, once we start going to war, there's probably only going to be like 4 days left, and then that's just going to be a bad time because, of course, you take all that time to build up an army, and then it's just like GG. But we're way ahead of the enemy now. We're almost, well, more than double of deceit, and violence is only at level 1. So hopefully they attack us with a military, which, you know, obviously if they kill off our followers, theirs get emboldened and possibly could sway other people in their religion, who are not their religion, to go to their religion, and then we have less followers because ours are dead. And that's kind of the way that works. As well as the same thing with like taking over villages by, you know, fertility too. Like having a couple of people in a town being religious and then making sure that they fall in love and are fertile, and then they create a bunch of followers that are like them, and then you get diluted. But of course, remember, it's all the way up to what was it? The population cap? 48. Yeah. Another target there. Looks like they're doing their thing. Not bad, man. Not bad. I got to play this in multiplayer. I want to play some more, you know, training wheels off skirmishes, but more importantly, I want to play with a friend and see if we could strategize to learn some more things. Really an RTS city builder, but not in the traditional sense. But you could say that about Black and White, but not really. That's not how I remember it. I mean, it is, but it was so different, and it was very good. Well, that is all my time today for Fata Deum. Confusing if you're not playing it yourself, but definitely you should be inspired. I'm using my godlike powers now. Perfect. You're inspired to hit that like button and try it today. Go ahead and download it. They're not paying me or anything. It's not sponsored. I just think this game deserved my attention after me trying to play it like 2 or 3 times on the channel over the last 2 years. The tutorial still is wordy and rather confusing, to be honest, and hopefully there's a way to remove that. Not remove that, but like to do other options in the future. But hey, how else are they going to get people to know how to play if they can't just do a straight up tutorial? So yeah, can't wait for the full release, can't wait to see what comes down the line for it, and I hope a lot of people love it and add it to their collection, just like with Spore, Black and White 2, the Universum. But also, you let me know other games that you think are similar down below. Is RimWorld similar to this in a way? I mean, I guess you could kind of manipulate your people and command them that way. You don't actually exist with them. You don't have a character. You're always looking down on them. Does that mean City Skylines is a god-building game? I don't know. You tell me. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day.